Hello and welcome back to France. Last time, well, we messed with Great Britain some more. We took back or gave England for their provinces. We also started the annexation, I believe, of a couple of vassals, both Meissen and Ragusa, and I'm pretty sure we should also try and get possibly Castile, but we'll have to contemplate that. Byzantium. I want to hand these lands over to them if I can. They are Greek. So I don't know if I can or not, but we'll find out soon enough. Other than that, it is potentially tempting to go ahead and annex the Mamluks. They do have still some of their cores, so I could potentially use that as a way of well, growing them. Ethiopia and Adal are ways I can take Oman, Swahili. Well, we'll have to deal with that when the time comes. But as I said, what we want to do here is most likely take Delhi here. We also want to get into war with Persia to get these four back, so we can start the annexation of Afghanistan and Baluchistan, and also Sindh more, well, sooner or later. So what we will do most likely this episode is fight Aragon and most likely Persia as well. We'll see if we can pull that off. We'll also, if we have time, go after Shou or Ming. I think we'll actually go after Ming. Yeah, no, we'll go for Manchu first. Have them release, or take this one so we can release Shan. Then go after Ming to have them give Shan a bunch of provinces, and we'll see how that works out. But for now, we'll go after, I think, Aragon, and then see what we'll do. Well, I've decided that we will be going after Aragon first, and then we'll be going after Persia afterwards. The goal with once we attack Persia is basically just get these four handed back to vassals, more or less, and see how it goes from there. As you know, we already have Sindh, Baluchistan, and Afghanistan as vassals, and they also have Mewat and Marwar, who, yeah, most likely release Mewar. It seems could be potentially a good thing. So yeah, we'll most likely fight Gwalior once, take Multan here, release Delhi. Release, who was it, Mewat or Marwar, and then basically use that to take everything, because once we have actually annexed Sindh here, we are more or less in a good position to get things going, so we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, as I said, war target in this, or for now, is Aragon, so we'll go ahead and declare war. Should be a very simple one, shouldn't actually take that long either, so hopefully we can win it fast. Pretty sure that we can say that this war is over. We're taking more or less all the Aragonese lands. Well, my goal here is simply to, well, try and screw them over in some aspects by taking Pyreneo and Aragon both. It will hurt, as you can see, basically my relations with every single one in Europe, even as far as India. So this will be a little bit interesting. Burgundy, Great Britain, Switzerland, Palatinate. So yeah. The goal here is simply to see if I can hand these provinces over to Castile. I think I can, and if I can, I'll be handing these three over as well in succession of wars that is to come. But by taking these two, I can potentially also, I think, get the vassalization going pretty soon. So that is what I will be hoping for, and we'll see if that actually plays out. So yeah, it could potentially be a bad move, this, but it doesn't really matter if it is, because, well, there aren't really that much else we can do. Where are my diplomats and what are they doing? Since, well, I have one in this this annoys me that it's Ragusa and Sindh basically have the exact same well, call arms banner, whatever you want to call it. So that's a little bit annoying, but yeah, we'll be seeing now if I can actually sell this over to Aragon and the military organization. Not a surprise there. Burgundy, not a surprise really either. Both of them not really a problem to deal with. Yeah, they'll actually take our the Aragonese lands here, Castile. So that's good. So that basically means that I can hand over Pyreneo as well, and hopefully I can. If not, I'm a little bit troublesome. Apparently, because I haven't taken the counter whatever, Castile is overextended, so we'll have to wait a little while. Since I haven't taken the I have no idea what its name is, Counter-Reformation Decision or something. I can't pass Edict de Nantes though. Tolerances through faith, tolerance of heretics, not really necessary. So yeah, we'll be focusing on, well, continuing this. As you know, this is basically just a direct attack on Aragon, and I will continue with these attacks. I'll be aiming to take Barcelona, Girona, Roussillon, Maida. I actually made a colony down here, so why the hell didn't I take that? Well, hopefully it won't be done before next war, then we'll take it then. But still, I'll be fabricating claims on Barcelona, Girona and Roussillon, and hopefully we can hand that over to Castile as well. If not, well, too bad, but hopefully we can banish Aragon over to the New World and take them down that way. But yeah, there are 2 targets I have right now, or 3 if you want to say. Persia is one, and with them the Ottomans. So you guys will be you'll all be transferred over to what should I call it, the Ottoman branch, where we'll be preparing for the war against them. I need to have a lot of troops in the area simply because it will be tough, it will be annoying. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll have these guys evacuated, so to speak, before the war starts, and I also need to fetch my navy, which is still in Portugal. So yeah, I'll just get ready for war on the Ottomans pretty soon. There we go, I started the annexation of Sind here, and also I have upgraded my diplomatic tech to level 18, which gives me naval bases and custom houses that I can now build. The next level is kind of important with it. We'll get some new, well, I have to renew my fleet, so I'll have to save up a lot of money to make that work out. On a bad note though, Norway is no longer a potential marriage union candidate something. But yeah, we'll be focusing on getting into war with Persia pretty soon. And on that note, I think I will well, add a 20k unit over there, take some of the troops that I currently have stationed over here and put them into, well, other units, because there aren't really that much incentive for me to keep them here if because, well, let's face it, the 3 provinces of Great Britain doesn't actually pose any threat to me whatsoever. So I'll be taking these guys with me, and I'll most likely, since they aren't actually needed anywhere else, so I'll most likely send these 2 units over to India, and most likely even further into the New World. Basically, they will be New World, sorry, the East or Indian sides, because, well, that is more or less the goal here. And I hate the fact that those stacks stick to me when we're at peace, and they cause me a ton of attrition for no good reason at all. And they still haven't fixed that, which kinda annoys me. And apparently, I did test the subsidy thingy, but apparently the only thing Portugal did with it was build a bigger army, and I'm a little bit unsure if England did the same or if they colonized anything. Does seem like it, but I should potentially deal with those guys for them if I could just get rid of those pirates. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Kind of a lucky stroke here. My bad heir died, but he was well, replaced by not a worse but equally bad heir, I guess I should call him. He's just 1 point better than your average Republic guy, so well, he's not that great, but at least he's a little bit of an improvement, so I shouldn't, well, whine that much. I need to find my transport fleets, because I have, well, 20 or 40,000 more men that needs shipping to Asia. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I've said, or I did say quite a while ago, that we would declare war on Persia. I simply want to make sure that I have enough men in this area before I declare the war. So there's just one thing I'll do. Also, Ottomans seem to have a lot of troops over here. So blocking this straight now and sieging everything is potentially a good way to force up their attrition and thus cause them some trouble. But let's take a quick look on the armies here, how we're doing there. As you can see, the Ottomans actually had 110,000 men. We have twice that only in just manpower. My force limits are actually pretty damn high, but that's because of an event that cost me a point of stability, the increased offensive. So I believe most of that is due to that. But as you can also see here, we do have 310,000 men now in our armies. I can basically crush the Ottomans with cavalry and artillery alone. So it's not really that much of an issue here. The Ottomans have 110,000 men. I have 80,000 on this front. I have 80,000 on that front. So basically I have 160,000 on the western front, and I'll have 60,000 on the eastern. So fighting the Ottomans shouldn't really be that much of a challenge, really. Now we're basically in the steamrolling phase, but you can't really just steamroll everything because because of the coalition system, where you will get your ass kicked very hard if you do that. So what we will be doing now is most likely just careful but slowly taking down Aragon, taking down Great Britain. I'm a little bit unsure if I should pick on Norway or not, but we potentially should, I guess. Also focusing on consolidating Europe here. We'll most likely end up in a war with Muscovy here to make sure that we can secure the southern parts of Asia. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. So for now, I'll just get myself ready for a war against Persia and the Ottomans, and then I'll get back to you. Scheming bureaucracy. Seizing power? Certainly not. This is simply a normal assumption of the executive office as laid out in Form 32B on the administration of the kingdom. White Paper 4853D on the transfer of power in certain circumstances modified by... Well, I do not understand. Apparently I can either choose between killing them all, the bureaucrats that is, who has been scheming against me. I'll lose 100 administrative power and 1 point stability, but I'll at least have the pleasure of slaughtering them all, and that is very tempting right now. Also, or I can do this. Well, yes, this does seem to be all in good order, which basically means that I'll be killing off Charles IX. Do not really want to. And the type of government changes from my absolute monarchy, which gives me discipline and revolt bonuses, to that of a bureaucratic despotism. And well, I don't want to, so kill them all. Not really that much to choose with. And apparently still everything, or I seem to be a safe haven for reformatist or the reformed faith. So yeah. We are basically set, I think, now to declare a war on the Ottoman, or Persia in this case. I think we'll set the mightiness to almost full, simply because I used a lot of money on a building. Well, this is great. I can basically just forget about the Ottomans then. But I did promise you a war against the Ottomans, so I think I'll do a holy war. A holy war against the Ottomans, release Serbia, release Albania. And basically then peacefully vassalize and annex them. Probably do the same with Moldavia or Wallachia here. And basically see whom else I can release. I don't think there's that many. I can release Greece apparently. Well, that makes things a little bit easier on me, because once I actually then forcefully release Greece, I think I'll just annex Byzantium. It seems to be the best thing to do. So I did declare war on Persia, so I'll be fine. This shouldn't actually be an issue at all. Persia has how many men? About half of what I have. They also have tech levels below me, so it should be fine. We'll see how it plays out. On the topic of things that doesn't really make sense in this game, here's one of them. The Portuguese have actually walked the entire way from Portugal over here to well, fight. And I don't really make much sense of that. The reason why I have my troops set up as I have right now is twofold. The first reason is I'm not actually going into Persian lands looking for trouble here. All I want is those 4 provinces. All I need is 63% war score. So I don't actually have to do anything specifically brutal to get what I want here. I simply have to sit by, seize or siege the provinces that matter, and then basically force the terms. As you could also see, 2 of my vassals have been integrated, Meissen here and Ragusa, which brings or makes my map a little bit prettier. We should take this area though. That would basically make it a lot more prettier. And also the fact that once we're done with these 3, then we're done with Great Britain. The only problem with that though, right now, is that thanks to me attacking Aragon, I should potentially have waited a long time before I did that. I have no idea why I have Hungary as a rival. I think I want to make friends with them. So we'll remove them instead. We'll take Muscovy, I think. Or Aragon. I'm planning to attack them, so probably Aragon. Other than that, I'm a little bit unsure what I actually want to do. I'm allied with Bavaria and Hesse still. Can I now peacefully vassalize you guys, or have I just forgotten you? I have forgotten you. And since I've been an active member of the Holy Roman Empire, I probably won't be able to get the necessary, well, ratings, I guess, to actually make them vassals right about. These guys, however, could potentially, with a little bit of trickery, become vassals. So we'll send one of our guys over there. I also have to, well, destroy these fleets that I have no use for, because, well, I usually tend to forget them, and then they ran into enemies, and then I get screwed for it. What I will be doing, however, is to claim war on the Ottomans, I think. Crimea, Tripoli, and Mali. Mali is the only troublesome here. They can march down here, so we'll be placing these guys in the Ivory Coast. I'm pretty sure they can handle them. But yeah, going off the Ottomans is the plan here. Albania, Serbia, and Wallachia are targets, and also anything else that I can release. So I actually wanted to wait until they were done with the Mamluks, and see if I could potentially release them in a holy war. So we'll see how this plays out. But unfortunately, I am more or less out of time now. It's a little bit shorter, but this will basically, I'll try to get it down to so that you can expect about 15 minutes and not an awful lot more. There will be times where I forget myself, I'm a little bit into the game, but right now I'm a bit hungry, so that's basically why I'm going a little bit too soon. These guys, no use for them. I should potentially clean up my armies too while I'm at it. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Yeah, mine. I think I have all that's mine here. If not, I'll find them and kill them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.